All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and we are with our first guest of the evening. She is Invicta FC and LFA Flyweight, Andrea KGB Lee. Andrea is slated to return to action for LFA July 14th, and she's gonna headline the LFA 16 card against was it Davina Maciel?
Maciel, I believe.
Okay.
Did y'all hear? Maciel, I think.
Yeah. I try to get as close as I can some of these times. It's not with the culture that MMA has at times, it's not the easiest thing to pronounce everyone's name.
No,
correct.
I agree. I mean, I'm still having trouble getting her name right. Like, sometimes, some days I can remember it, some days I can't. So.
So obviously, with the fact that you're back, the back surgery was a success, and it was a very quick recovery time. I take it.
I haven't had it yet. I was supposed to
you pushed
get
it off
the
again.
Say that again?
I thought, so you pushed it back a little bit.
I did. Because I went and I was going to get it done like after my last fight, and they wanted to let me try these prescriptions again. It's supposed to be it's just supposed to help with like the swelling and stuff, and then they wanted me to come back in 2 weeks, but it's like a week recovery, and so I was just like, well, whatever, I'll take the pills, but I mean, there's no point in scheduling it if I'm gonna have to be out for a whole week, and I'm already like a couple weeks away from my fight, so I was like, I can't take any downtime like that, so I just decided to put it off again.
Now, obviously, whatever they put you on, you're good with the athletic commission and all that, right?
Mhm. Yeah, it's just inflammatory. So it's just like a really, really strong inflammatory.
Gotcha.
And I'm not fighting in
Las
Las Vegas.
You never know. You see all that's going on with what just happened with Courtney Casey. Sometimes you just gotta double dot your T's and double dot your I's and double cross your T's when you have situations like this.
This is true, but it's not a Vegas commission, but it is Texas, and I don't know. It's Texas, and it's strict as Vegas.
Nice job.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh man. So, but we're back on things. A lot of stuff's been going on. You've seen Heather Hardy make her MMA debut last night. What if you did catch it? What were your thoughts?
Oh, I did catch it, and I thought that she did great. I thought that, I don't know, I guess I was expecting for there to be more, I don't know, like, I wasn't as impressed as I thought I was going to be, but, she still got an amazing knockout. She got a great finish, and I was impressed by that, but, for the majority of the fight, I don't know.
You kind of felt she was a little green,
slow.
right?
Yeah, but she's a boxer, and she's a great boxer. MMA is just, you can't just be a boxer in MMA, though. So, I saw her throw in some kicks every now and then. She tried. She's trying to.
Yeah, but
it
was like one of those things where she wasn't like setting it up with a combination or anything like that. It was just kind of throw the combination and then reset and then like out of nowhere throw the kick and then circle back out and start throwing a combination again. I'm like, okay. So,
and then
I think there's some things that I think she still can improve on, but there are things that are easily corrected too.
Well, that killer instinct she needs to improve on because she dropped Laubarger, right? It's Laubarger that she fought, and just stared at her. She dropped her across the cage, and she just stood there like,
it's that
boxing
mentality, ain't it?
I know, like maybe there's
mentality.
going to be an 8 count here, and maybe the ref's going to stand it up or something. I was like, wow. She could have at least ran over there to hover over her before she stood up, but it was just crazy. She still got the finish though.
Yeah, man, it was one of those things. Sometimes as a fighter, you're having one of those fights where it's like you're on autopilot, and as soon as you start really getting cracked or you bleed or something is when you finally turn it on, and maybe that's kind of the situation that happened when they clanged heads and she had that cut. It was kind of like, okay, I'm in a fight. I'm supposed to be doing something here.
Yeah, probably. And she knew that she couldn't get hit anymore in that spot. And if she did, it was going to bust up even more, and the ref was for sure going to stop it. So, you know, it'll lot of fire under you.
Yeah, man, it was it kind of, you know, I kind of feel you where kind of you know, we kind of expected a little bit more, but at the same time it was it kind of left something that to be desired. And you know, hopefully she said she's going to be doing some go back to boxing as well as doing MMA, but you know, hopefully down the road here in like a year or two, would definitely like to see her and Carrie Melendez get in there. I think that would be a fun matchup.
Who?
Carrie Melendez.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think that would probably be a good matchup.
But you know, as we're moving forward, you know, I know that you know you have other plans of doing your career. I mean, you know, actually kind of glad that you know you didn't go after hopping on the Ultimate Fighter and kind of go through that whole process with all the other opportunities you have outside of the UFC. And from what I hear, last time I talked to Shannon, that there's a potential that she's going to be bringing Invicta and boxing together too as well. Would that be something you might want to entertain as you still have that relationship with Shannon as well?
Oh yeah, I would. I already told her that I would be interested in that. No, I just hope that the pay is good. Hopefully, it's still the same as, you know, as what I'm getting paid for MMA. But I would definitely.
The fact that she's running it, I don't think she would kind of, you know, go to a different pay scale if she was doing if Invicta was hosting a boxing event. You know, I would kind of assume that, you know, what your contract is for your MMA fight would fall under the same one that you would do for boxing. At least I would hope it would.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. But yeah, that would definitely be something that I would entertain and I would love to do. You know, because boxing is, you know, I started boxing, and you know, I did a bunch of tournaments, and I loved it, and it would definitely be something that I would like to be able to do and compete at again. But you know, I don't want to do it too much because I don't want to start creating bad habits where I'm just boxing only, and then, you know, I'll forget about the rest of my arsenal, you know. Because that can happen.
I don't think you could ever forget it. I mean, you just
it's not that you forget it.
It's just, yeah, I know what you mean. Like you get in bad habits from only competing in the one sport where, you know, you have tendencies if you're boxing that, you know something that was, you know, painfully obvious when you're doing a lot of MMA. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because like I just know how that can. How it can go, because I mean I've had that happen where we would because as an amateur we would mix up a lot of things that we were doing with my competing. Like I would like train for specifically just boxing, or I would get ready for just like Muay Thai or kickboxing, and sometimes like I would be boxing more than kicking, and I'm supposed to be doing like a good mixture of both because, you know, kickboxing, Muay Thai. And I wouldn't mix it up like I'm supposed to because I'd be thinking about my hands more so than the other. So that's just all I meant. It's like that I would probably, like I feel like if I did too much of one thing, maybe I would, you know, I don't know. You know what I'm saying.
Now, yeah, I get where you're going with. I get where you're going with that one. Now, you know, we actually got a fan question from one of the guys on Twitter, John J 77777. You know, with a lot of the girls who kind of jump ship and they're trying out for tough, and some of them may or may not be on the show. You know, when and if you do go back to Invicta, you know, who would you like to face? Would you potentially like to avenge one of those losses to Roxy or Sarah?
I would. You know, I would love that eventually. But I mean, I'm not like gonna call anybody out, but I mean, I guess whoever Shannon gives me, I want to get one step closer to the title. So if I have to face one of them, then I will. I know that Sarah is where I'm like 5 and she's 4 or something like that. I can't remember, but I know that she's just like one above me. So I mean, I could end up facing her, or I could face Roxanne. I mean, we're both in the top 5, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to face one of them.
Now, with the potential of those rematches, obviously you feel comfortable. A different outcome, especially probably by the time you get back there, you'll be, 100% as well.
Oh yeah, well I wouldn't say 100%. You never know what's gonna happen between now and then. I don't think anybody's ever really 100% in a fight. We all have injuries, nagging injuries here and there, but hopefully I will be close to 100%.
I mean, obviously, training, doing what you got to do is always it's one of those things where, like you said, it's really you have to be doing something wrong actually probably if you go to a camp 100%.
Right.
Because
everybody that I've ever
there's something. Maybe not something that you always tell, like maybe you when you were wrestling you bumped heads with one of your training partners and you have to kind of shy away from sparring a little bit because you don't want to risk really getting a concussion or something like that. So you're not able to do your due diligence there, or you tweak a shoulder, or you do something with an ankle or something like that. It's just there's always something.
Always something. I mean,
look what happened.
Look
what happened to Michael Chandler last night. I mean, that's like a terrible way to go out, but that just shows you how anything can happen, and you could have the best training camp ever, and whatever, and when that cage door closes, one thing goes wrong, and that's the end of it.
I know, it's just crazy. I don't know, but that kid was eating that leg up with kicks. So I mean, I don't know how much long Chandler could have stood on that leg anyway.
Yeah, and the crazy part is the fight. The fight was only what was it? A total of like 2 minutes before he finally injured that ankle to the point where he couldn't do it. So I mean, what are you gonna do? But it was one of the things I enjoyed. I had both of them on the show prior to it, and both kind of had their their thoughts on the matchup, and I don't think it was. Brent thought he was going to get that early stoppage, but the fact that, like you said, he was already eating that leg up before he rolled the ankle. And it's probably why he did, because he was eating it up so much that, he was rushing trying to get the leg up, back up and down, and he wound up rolling the ankle. It happens. What are you going to do?
It does. And, what about that moment when Stitch took the chair from him? He just
Dude, I still think that was kind of like the icing on Chandler's crappy night. You already rolled you already roll your ankle, you lose the fight, you lose your title in Madison Square Garden, probably the biggest stage you've wanted to be on. And as you're getting checked out by the doctor, I couldn't remember if it was one of the quartermen or the commission members, but
it was Stitch.
Oh, it was Stitch. Oh my God.
It was Stitch. Yeah, because I took a clip on my phone and I posted it on my Snapchat, and I rewatched it and I saw it. I was like, oh my God, that was Stitch. He took the chair by accident. He would just sit back down.
Oh man.
Poor guy.
Hey,
things happen.
Like I said, that's probably the worst case scenario for any fighter. And I actually thought it was irritating that people were trying to take that win away from Brent on social media. You know how these knuckleheads get, and it's just he shouldn't even be celebrating. Why shouldn't he be celebrating? He won a title. Oh well, he's a coward because he went after a guy with an injury. I'm like, oh my God, are they playing patty cake? No, okay.
He went after a guy with an injury.
Are you going to tell people to stop throwing leg kicks because he's injured the leg? So does he have to knock him down with a punch, and you absolutely have to go to submission? You can't go in there with punches. I guess that makes him a coward too, right?
Yeah, people are. Those are, fans.
I think we've all had our shares with positive situations and absolutely negative situations. People are very daring on social media.
They are, and you just have to you have to ignore it. And then what about Colby Northcutt? I think she suspended all her social media because she couldn't handle all the. I think that's what happened because she was on social media and now she's not. And I've been seeing a lot of people posting a lot of mean memes and saying negative things about her fight for legacy.
But it's not even right that she gets this hate. Like people get mad because she gets these opportunities that her and her brother get these opportunities. Yeah, all right, you get mad, but you have to they have a certain look that promoters want. Maybe but you have to remember they have a really good skill set on top of. Regardless if you feel they're over promoted or overhyped or whatever, you shouldn't be Colby looked good on the feet when it was on the feet, but she happened that fight happened to go to the mat and she got submitted. No different than what her brother's doing. So obviously they know what they have to go work on. It doesn't mean she's still fairly young enough to be able to develop those skills. It doesn't mean even if you start really competing in MMA and you're in your 30s, it doesn't mean within a 2 to 3 year process that what was once a glaring weakness isn't a weakness. Maybe even become a strength. So people on social media always love the bag and say this, that, or the third. So it just kind of irritates me anymore. I make the mistake of getting into with people because I was having someone tell me earlier that someone said to me last night that they didn't think Fedor was in their top 5. I'm like, I don't necessarily agree with that. And everyone's like, oh, stop being a hater. I'm like, why is he a hater? There's questionable things about Fedor's career that you could say that maybe he's not the GOAT. Maybe he's not a top 5, heavyweight ever. He's obviously an icon and all that, but people want to sit there and just drive their opinions down other people's throats. We can disagree on things without having to be so negative towards everyone just because you feel this way about this person and I feel different. People always want to. That's the one thing I kind of dislike about social media because it's either you're a hater or you're an idiot or whatever. It's all right, whatever, people. We're allowed. That's the point of social media. The point of discussions with other people on platforms like that. So we all kind of see our opinions regardless. At the end of the day, it's the exchange of information. If somebody was justifying the fact, everyone kind of knows that, the Japanese Yakuza had a part of pride. And that there was fighters that have said they took dives. So you have to question anything that happened in pride. But then trying to justify that by saying, you have to take everything away from Randy Couture because he took TRT. I'm like, well, isn't it kind of known that fighters who fought on performance-enhancing drugs or actually have a losing record? So it's come on, guys. It's
wait,
I'm not going to throw away anything. No,
most fighters fought on TRT
it's almost
are
50%. Go ahead.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't always help you win. It's not. I don't know.
I always say the advantage it gives you is what we were kind of just talking about. It gives you the advantage in the training room. When you have those nagging injuries that you could push through it and stuff like that. I truly believe, when it boils down to it, the advantage isn't given to the fighter in the cage who's necessarily on performance-enhancing drugs. It's in the training room.
Well, I don't think
that's just my personal opinion. Go ahead.
Yeah, but I don't think that a fighter should get suspended if they go to the doctor and they give them some kind of a steroid shot, and then they end up having it in their system. But if the doctor gave it to them, it was just a little tiny amount. It's not going to do anything except for help heal the injury. But yeah, that fighter still ends up getting suspended for it, and then they get a bad rap.
It's why a lot of people aren't really too thrilled about what goes on with USADA. Yes, a lot of you can see difference in a lot of these fighters who looked amazing, and now all of a sudden they look kind of average. Those are the ones that it's okay, but then you have these weird situations where like I just said, what just happened with Courtney Casey, really messed up. You know, you have fighters. You know, what just happened to George Sullivan is even just as strange. The guy was trying to him and his wife are trying to get pregnant, and he basically has to get suspended for a year because you know he's having fertility issues, and what they were giving him was a banned substance apparently.
Oh, I just don't even want to fight in Vegas.
I guess it's safe to say that Adria's like, you know what? I'll stay in the middle of the country. I'm good here.
I'm good down here. Yeah. I mean, heck, you can get suspended for ibuprofen, I think.
Well, then you go and see what's going on in Texas. You know, we've seen what just happened to Courtney. Like, if you were told that, you know, LFA say like, hey, we want you to headline the event in Texas, would you have an issue in seeing what just happened to her there?
Well, what exactly did happen to her? Because, like, I don't guess I'm familiar.
Well,
I thought
the A sample came back. It had, you know, X substance that you know, they went and basically, you know, kind of bashed her, you know, all over, put everything out before even testing the B sample, and the B sample comes back clean. So through the UFC,
wow.
She's been exonerated, but apparently Texas is moving forward with a suspension. So now apparently the UFC is threatening to not go back to Texas if they're going to really go through with it.
Well, I guess I need to see what's on their banned substance list. Because, I mean...
Yeah, I mean, dude, like, people think being a fighter is the easiest thing. Like you get a call from the fight. Is that the first thing you do is go and check what that state's regulations are? I mean, is that the process even before you talk fighters?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's gonna have to be nowadays. But I don't normally think about that. Like when a doctor prescribes me something, I don't think that I need to check to see if it's on the banned substance list. That's just not, you know, because I think that if the doctor prescribes it, it should be legal, but it's not. You know, but mine's just a strong inflammatory that I'm taking, so it's not a steroid of any type. But like you said, it could be. So I just need to double check. No, I don't want to end up like Courtney Casey. Texas is tough.
It's
Texas
not
is
Courtney, but like other fighters have gone through situations where you know being under doctor care, it's kind of it's a tough situation, man. It's something like where like you have to seriously double check everything. You know, if you take a short notice fight, you might have to you know you might have to adjust a few things. Wait, I just noticed we got we got our good friend Daniel sitting there in the queue here. You wanna take a fan question, Andrea?
Oh, sure. What you got for me?
Well, we got to see what Daniel's got. So, Daniel, you're live on the air with Miss Andrea KGB Lee. What do you got for us this evening, brother?
How y'all doing, guys? Hey, Andrea.
Hey, how you
Hello,
doing?
Dan.
Yeah. Actually, guys, first of all, before I ask her a question, I gotta say sorry, Andrea. What happened was, Steve, I made her a video for her birthday a long time ago, but I never got a chance to fully deliver it. So, if you don't mind, I'm gonna sing to her at least 2 verses of her birthday video that I made a song for her. I can't remember what.
For who, me?
Yes. I made you a song.
Are you trying to steal Serena's thunder? Are you trying to steal Serena's thunder, man? I gotta ask. You know, because Serena just sang happy birthday to John Wood after winning her amateur title for Tough Enough. Are you trying to steal her thunder, bro? Is this what this is about?
Who is Serena Thunder? Well, what did you say?
Are you trying to steal her thunder? Now you're busting. You know who Serena De Jesus is, man. Come on. Stop playing.
They say your last name again?
Jesus.
Jesus. Come.
Her.
You didn't
No,
see the
no.
end of her fight where she, oh my God, it was that. It has to be one of the probably the funniest moments of this month, at least in my opinion. Is she finally won the Tough Enough title, and after winning the title, apparently it was her coach John Wood's birthday, and instead of having her post-fight speech, she wound up singing "Happy Birthday" to John. So. That's what I'm saying. Is that what this is about? Or are you trying to steal some thunder?
No, this is
because,
something I owe her.
You definitely have a better voice, man. It's not fair.
Well, I'm ready to hear it. Let me hear it.
Okay, well, I've only.
Go ahead, Daniel.
Okay. No, I can only sing 2 verses because I forgot where I wrote it down. So okay, here goes nothing. Okay. And I'm gonna be stealing some lines from Wild Richie. Okay, here we go. She's a brick house. She's mighty. Lets it all out in the cage. She made Wonder Woman tap even in round 3. That means Ronda Rousey beat her. That means she beat Ronda Rousey to the punch. She only made Chuck Norris tap out, but Andrea made Wonder Woman tap out. That means Rachel Ostovich. She's a brick house. Dun, dun, dun. She's mighty. Let's it all hang out. That's all I remember. I'm sorry. That's all I remember because Okay. But the thing is, I had a video and I had birds flying around with special effects. I had things all around my face, sparkles. It sucks that you never got to see it.
Daniel, you got to redo this and send it to her for the next birthday.
You have to now.
I demand it. I demand it.
I want to. You got to. I want to see the birds and the sparkles, and I like it.
Okay. All right, I'll do that. Now, a real question. Okay. When you came back off your suspension and you won by the first round knockout, which I had you by submission first round, but you knocked her out. What was going through your mind? Like, did you feel like you had to get this win in order to make up for the lost time, or like? Did you had that mentality to I gotta get this the first round or to show myself again?
I mean, well, I was just excited. I was so happy to get in there and just show everybody that I was back, and the fact that I was able to finish in the first round, and I don't know. I mean, I just had all this pent-up energy, I was angry, but I was excited too at the same time. And I wasn't angry at anybody except, just the fact that, the stupid suspension. But I was just excited to get back in there. And then after I won like that, I mean, it was just kind of I'm back. You know what I mean? It was just a great feeling to know that I was able to. I'm making money again, and I am putting on a show in front of all of my fans, and I felt like I was back on top of things again.
Will it make you feel better if I told you your finished return was faster than Dominic Cruz's?
It was.
Well, does that make you feel better?
Wait, that my return was faster than Dominic Cruz's?
Yeah. Does that make you feel better?
Yeah, I guess so. How long was he? Oh, well, he was out for how many years?
Was it 2.5?
I don't know. Yes, you were. Yeah, you. Oh, okay.
Well, I got sure it makes me feel better, but I don't know.
Yeah, I just want to make you feel better.
Almost. Yeah.
Okay.
But,
all right.
I'm making up for those.
Yeah, I will make that video for her. Hopefully this time I can send it to her properly with her actually seeing it. I'll find a way to send it to her this time better.
Well, dude, if you send it to me, I'll post it up and tag her if you don't want to do it.
No, it's not that I don't. It's just that when I did, apparently she never saw it on her page. She couldn't find it. So something happened on my end when I posted it.
Dadgummit.
Ah, I get it. It was like one of those times you send a tweet and then it doesn't go through, and then you never get a receipt saying, hey, this tweet failed to send it, and it goes into cyberspace and just disappeared forever.
I even reached out to her.
Well, birthdays are hard. Like, whenever people have birthdays and, like, I want to contact them and tell them happy birthday on their social media, I always wait a little bit until everything cools down because they're getting bombarded with, like, happy birthday. So I'm sure it probably just got lost in, like, all the happy birthdays.
I'm with you on that, but I also, like, if I want to make sure, like, to wish somebody happy birthday, I'll, like, instead of posting on the wall, like, send them a text or shoot them a call or something like that. So sometimes
I do that. Like, I'll send them a text or private message.
Yeah, because that way at least there's a record of it. When you do it like on Facebook, it gets if you have a page that has a couple thousand followers, it gets lost real fast.
Yeah, they do.
Okay. All right. Well, at least I'm glad you enjoyed the first two verses at least. Least I can do.
I did. I can't wait for everybody else to hear the song too. I thought it was funny too. I like it.
Well, yeah, the song was meant to be funny.
This episode's going up on YouTube. There's no doubt about it. This episode, I said this interview's going up on YouTube, so someone is going to hear it, regardless.
Yeah.
You're gonna get
the video was supposed to be funny, and it was supposed to be funny because the song was created based on her career and how she submitted people.
Yeah, no, it was funny.
Yeah, dude.
That's what I'm saying. It was funny.
We definitely need to make I gotta make a time mark of that. Even if we put it up on YouTube, I think I might want to get a SoundCloud clip so we can get right to the point with it. Yes, exactly.
If you do that, people think I'm a real singer, and I'm like, that was just for fun. But if you want to sign me to a deal, I'll do it just for fun.
Hey, whatever you think, brother. But
all right. Well,
let me.
Thanks for letting me on, guys. I know you have to.
So we can get ready to let Andrea enjoy the rest of her evening.
Okay. Bye, guys. Bye, Andrea, and thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Love you. Bye, guys.
Take care.
You too.
Well, we just went through 30 minutes. We've had Daniel sing a song, and I didn't hear anything from George. What's up? True Life Brew. What's going on over there? You quiet tonight. you just soaking everything in?
Yeah, man. I'm just trying to find out a lot more about Miss Lee over here, and so far I'm liking what I'm hearing. Just you explaining her story and her just talking about these different things about herself, and just from listening to the conversation, I never knew that Andrea was so popular and had such a fan base. I mean, the guy, remixing a old school classic like Brick House, for such an extraordinary young lady. I mean, that's pretty impressive. I mean, you got to feel good about that, Andrea. I mean, especially, a birthday song and all of that
I
stuff.
know.
I mean, gosh, like, you're getting a 5-star treatment over here.
You got to think that the way her fans work, and I say this about all the women's fighters. You have fans like Daniels, and then you just have the weirdo creeps that feel like they can say or do anything to you. Like what I seen, what Kat Zingano posted on her page earlier this week. I think all you fighters need to get together and find and have a website post like article of just like some of the nonsense you guys get from some of these quote unquote fans that yeah. And you know what I'm talking about. Like we had we had Liz Tracy on. She had somebody talking about like doing stuff to her feet and some crazy nonsense. I'm like,
I've had those.
I'm like, what is up with fans? Like, why do you guys think just because they have social media accounts? Like, you can clearly see Andrea has a family, kids, a husband. but they still feel they can say or do all these crazy nonsense. It drives me nuts sometimes. And,
I think they're just trying to get you to react.
Yeah, sometimes.
They want a reaction.
You know, it's still
right.
some of the stuff that a lot of you fighters get. I seriously think that you guys should you should have like a monthly post for I don't care which website. You'll find somebody to kind of kind of shame them. This is like these are the ex-fighters, creeps of the month.
Like weirdo of the day.
Weirdo of the week, weirdo of the month, or whatever you want to call
Something
it.
Like
I just think, I think it'd be a real way to get these people to kind of deter them from doing it if they're going to get.
No, I think it might make it worse.
Like
Probably they'd be like, "Oh, they're putting my comment on their page, and I'm getting posts, and I'm getting recognition."
Yeah,
and that's what they're going to think.
Then some of these fans are going to see who these people are, and they're going to get, as much as they think it's fun, they're going to get
backlash.
They're going to get hammered at the same time. Your real fans are
I've had some ask me about my feet, and I've also had some that some strange ones that want me that have asked me to kick them in their balls with all my might. And
no,
whoa!
You should take them up on that, and that needs to be a YouTube video. I mean, obviously, you bring Aaron, you bring a couple other people with you, just for security reasons, obviously. But yes, you have to make that a YouTube video. You're like, you know what? I'm going to take you up on that. Find don't have them come to your gym. Obviously, find like a neutral place. Hell, yeah, do it in a parking lot. Who cares? Just
these people have offered, have said that they would pay me. They're like, I will pay you to kick me in my balls and to beat them up. Like I've had people.
After seeing the fight over in Japan a few weeks ago, where the guy literally they had to stop the fight, break out the medical blankets, cart him out of the cage. After seeing what happened there, these people still want to do stuff like that. Go ahead, be my guest. I'll pass. I know how much stuff that hurts.
I guess if they're going to do that, I guess that brings the new meaning of pain is love.
Pain is love.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Hey, some people have weird fetish,
Oh, man. But as we get ready to wrap it up, Andrea, you know how we end this. We kind of throw the proverbial microphone over to you. Anyone you would like to thank, training partners, teammates, shootout, your sponsors, any charities you're working with, anything like that. The time is yours, my friend.
All right, yeah, I'd like to thank my coach, Donnie Aaron, my teammate, Kendrick Williams, Andy Wynn, Zach Albritton, and all of my other teammates from Karate Mafia. Also like to thank all the girls that have come down to train with me in the past couple of weeks. Amanda Bell, Susan Fannigan, and I can't remember some last names, so I do feel bad. But I got Cora Sanders and Melissa and Jessica. Thank you, Danny Drang. Thank you for coming and working with me, and also my sponsors, Commit Industries, Iowa Bison, Lee's Heating and Air, and Electric, and I think that's all that I'm going to thank right now. But thank you to everybody else who's also helped sponsor me, and thank you for having me on the show tonight.
It's always a pleasure. It's been a little while since we caught up. Got the big fight coming up. Defending the title. Always thankful for whatever time you can give us, Andrea. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and best of skill on the upcoming fight, the upcoming title defense. Looking forward to what's next, and hopefully get that surgery, get you at 100%, and regardless, LFA, Invicta, whatever, definitely looking forward to the next chapter.
Yes, sir. And I'll be talking to y'all soon, hopefully after my win.
Oh, yeah.
We'll definitely set it up.
Andrea.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Go,
Andrea. And
go brother.
No, I was gonna say to Andrea and about them paying you kicking it. About them paying you to kick them in the balls, I say just take the money and just screw kicking them in the balls. I mean, hey, nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with a little extra money. You know what I'm saying? You know, get it while you can.
No, I agree. Hey,
Just saying.
if they were closer, I would have. I would have kicked them in the ball and take the money. You know, I mean, shit.
I mean, they did make a song. I mean, they did make a song about it.
Well, no, like I said, if they want to do it, you know, like I said, you know,
If they were
just do it the proper way.
I would take them up on that offer. I would do both. I would take the money and kick them in the balls.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What have we
Take the
turned
money
this
and
show
run,
into?
baby. Take the money and run.
Take the money and run. Oh, funny.
Andrea, you have a great evening. We'll catch up definitely after the win, and you know,
Awesome.
have some more fun. Hopefully, minus the ball kicking.
Right. All right. Well, y'all have a wonderful night. I'll talk to y'all soon.